not watching a flight. You're flying it. Startup to shutdown. Real procedures. Real immersion. Strap in. Engines are starting. Welcome aboard.
Airport, Massachusetts. Automated weather observation 1531 Zulu. Wind 330 at 07. Peak gusts 17. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. 08 Celsius. 2 Celsius. Altimeter 3047. Firing GPS altitude minus.
Traffic, Cessna, Teterboro Foxtrot, radio check, please. Thank you. On the left, on the right. Brakes are good. There we go. Cessna Teterboro Foxtrot, departing runway 33, departure to the northwest, Plymouth. 172, we're 11 miles to the southeast of 1 Bravo 9, looking for flight probably 4,500 VFR.
All right, welcome everyone bright and early to a terrible weather morning here on the sim and in real life. Real time and weather. I'm gonna fly out of Taunton and get to Teterboro, New Jersey. I'm doing one of the challenges in the Virtual Safe Flying Club. We've been invited with vatsim New York Air Traffic Control. They have a bunch of challenges that they threw out, and we're kind of beta testing everything. So I decided, hey, we're gonna do it. I should have done this last night, but I was doing all the graphics and everything. Because the weather was way better then. Right now it's minimum VFR once we get around Chester and Groton, Connecticut. So we'll see what happens. Might end up IFR. We'll see what happens. Let's fuel the plane. Let's get out of here because my kid has a baseball game. I have to leave the house around 12:30ish. So I'm not saying it's stressful, but it could run into a little issue if we have any issues. We're taking the 172 out. We know that it falls mags easy now, so we know how to fix everything. So anyways, checklist, here we go. Turn the pre-flight stud, seat track back, locked avionics off. Nick Reslow, thank you, and welcome to the broadcast, by the way. Avionics off, autopilot off, throttle 4th of an inch. I already disabled the other throttle I have. Mixture full lean, brakes are set. But that means I have to do this manually on the thing, which is fine. Master beacon on, fuel pump on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, off, fuel pump off, and Tobii eye tracker on. To the left, clear. To the right, clear. So here we go. Clear prop. Here we go. Clear prop. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Because it turned the fuel off even though I made sure it was on. It does that. I don't know why. All right, here we go. Private again. What? I don't know why it does that. It's crazy. And off. All right. Clear prop. Clear prop. It like defaults to that. And then we have an issue. All right. Let's try it again. What did I do wrong? Nothing. I did absolutely nothing wrong. Clear prop. Clear prop. Because I didn't want to crack the open because that defaulted now too. Right, clear prop. Clear! Alright, what the heck is going on with this model? I swear, I don't understand it. Fuel pump on. Let's go. What is going on? It's going nuts, everybody. Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, off, clear prop, clear prop. Now it's out of energy. I was even charging it while we were waiting on the way too, so I don't know why I've got all these problems. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna go for it because I'm kind of tired of waiting already. All right, beacon on. Okay, fuel pumps off and clear prop. Here we go. Clear. It's crazy. It's crazy what it does. It defaults like back to all this other stuff. And then we have issues. Alright, take the charging off. Someone would have to run outside the plane or be outside the plane to do that. Someone should get the controls for that. And I'm going to leave it at 1200 because it falls easy for some reason. Alright, Tobii tracker off. I'm doing it right. That's not it. Auxiliary fuel pump off, mag start. Oil pressure is in the green. Light test required. We'll turn the nav and the taxi lights on for now. Seatbelts, harnesses, flaps are up. Heat vent, defrost. It's probably a little cold here. 40s? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we'll put some heat on. Alright, avionics on. Let's see if I can get this window going. There we go, because it was popping in a weird way the other day and I didn't get to use it. I totally forgot about that. But that's how you fix it. You don't touch anything. You just increase the window and then minimize it. And they'll pop back up. Totally forgot about that. Alright. ATIS 12272. No, that's the CTAF at Plymouth. Alright, 13267. I have a little coffee from yesterday still. So I'm gonna drink it. I don't care. I'm gonna drink it. Calm 2. Hopefully we'll get some weather. CTAF first.
Kilo Tango Alpha
7.
November automated weather observation.
Now it is VFR here, but right after Providence.
174 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky condition 2,300
probably gonna be
scattered.
scheduled
Ceiling
this.
4,500 overcast.
Should have did it yesterday,
5C.
last night.
Point.
Instead I wanted
0C.
to just kind of
Altimeter
make
299
graphics
or
and
2.
chill. So I guess it really is insane. Like my title says.
Kilo Tango Alpha November.
Alright, altimeter,
automated weather
transponder,
observation.
alt squawk. It is set to 2,900. That's how low I planned for it, but we'll have to
174
lower.
at 8. Visibility
So, connect the vatsim at this time. I
Sky
already filed the
condition.
flight plan.
Ceiling 2,300
Because it has to be filed, or
Temperature,
else I don't get credit for it.
5C. Dew point 0C.
At Simunicom, we'll check the radios.
Kilo Tango Alpha November.
At
automated
Simunicom,
weather
Cessna
observation.
9 Echo Foxtrot radio, check please.
1400 Zulu. Wind
Excellent.
174 at 8.
Yeah, we'll go run.
Visibility 10.
Listen to the winds
Sky
one more
condition.
time.
Ceiling
some coffee in my
2,300
body.
broken. Temperature 5C. Dew point.
This thing keeps it
0C.
wicked, like cold
Altimeter
and warm, whatever you
29902.
put in it, so I'm not concerned about disease or anything like that.
Kilo Tango Alpha November automated weather observation. 1400 Zulu.
74. I
Wind
should probably take 1-2.
174 at 8.
We'll depart.
Visibility 10.
Correct.
Sky
Teterboro.
condition.
So do
Ceiling
that.
2,300 broken. Temperature 5C. Dew point 0C.
Alright,
Altimeter
1-2 it
299
is.
or 2.
Switching back to guard. You know what that means if you've seen my broadcast.
You're on guard with
Let's go to runway 1, 2.
Meow.
We do have some traffic out there, which is nice to see. Okay, we got 1, 2. I've landed on 1, 2 in real life many times. Until I track it on. But 3-0 is a little more scenic because it goes over the lake there. Where I also go camping in the summer. I've done it twice there, I think. Maybe one. No, twice. I think I've gone twice there. It's actually a really nice campground. They reopened it in 2018, I believe. They had like a lightning storm take out like all the electrical and stuff, so they closed it for like 10 years. And then they reopened it. And the best part is my wife actually came camping with us last time we went there. Because it's close enough to my house where you can go drive 15 minutes and take a shower at a house. She's very much about that. But they have facilities on there. They have like a nice little like bathroom and shower area. So I'm gonna do the run up over here. Right. Keep that on there. I'm just gonna use my toe brakes like I usually do in real life. Alright, tow guide tracker off so I don't get dizzy. Brakes set. Fuel set to both. Trim set to take off. We test the wheel anyways because we want to go all over the place. Flight controls. Incorrect. I did not calibrate my yoke like I was going to. That's okay. Annunciator lights are good. Instrument stern clear is middle. No, ooh, excuse me. No flag. Heading coordinator is about where it should be. Vertical speed's good. Altimeter's good. Rise is good. Airspeed's good. Mix your best power. 1800. Testing the mags, right? It goes way down. I don't know. That's a 2024 thing. Back to both. It worked yesterday though, so I'm just gonna go with it. That should only fall like 100. So it's definitely something with the WB sim mod that it doesn't like. Vacuum is good. Amps are charging slightly. That's over here. Oil pressure, oil temperature. Green oil temperature's not there yet. Idle. Yeah, that idles correctly. So back to like 1,000-ish. Alright, if there's a problem, take roll, can't go much otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll take off land directly ahead on the runway. If we are under, let's say 1,000 feet, this problem can't go much otherwise, we'll take a turn to the well, it should be the right, because that goes into the wind, but there's more on the left there. Oh, actually, we're gonna go land directly ahead of the 130 turns. Best glide speed is 68. If we're above 1,000, I don't know, that's about a 10-knot wind at least, right? It looks like it. Alright, we'll say turn to the right, land down and taxiway the grass, the runway when it's available to us. Best glide speed is 68. Rotate at 55, climb at 74, and we are good. Alright, Everyone have that? I didn't show you my checklist at all. Boy, I'm a terrible host right now. But I did look at a checklist. This is the real world checkmate one for this. So, alright. If we are good then, we're going to go pre-takeoff on you. Auxiliary fuel pump off, strobe, that. Land taxi off, transponder, heading bug is good, doors and windows are secured. Strobes, and we are good. Alright, let's go to CTAF here, which I should have had already. Taunton traffic, Cessna Nautical Foxtrot departing runway 12, departure to the west. Taunton. Okay, there we go. And let's turn this puppy around. Take that traffic off. Okay, I want to check out. I guess we're good. That's weird. It doesn't really make the oil heat up as fast as it does in real life, if you ask me. It's my observation. Okay, aileron correction to the right. And full throttle. We're on our way to the Teterboro Challenge. See what happens. This wonderful infomercial music. Act now, and we'll get you 2 for the price of 1. What's up? Nice! That's awesome, dude. We're gonna need aircraft mechanics. Well, congratulations, my friend. That must be a good feeling. Just make sure that you work hard and get a job right away so you can pay back the loans, because everything's a risk, my friend. Doesn't matter college or no college, everything's a risk. I tell my students that all the time. I was like, you gotta make things happen. So congratulations, though. Let's not focus on that part. Sweet. Start studying up on general mechanics. Do you work on cars? Oh, cool. Even better. You better love your parents for life. I can't. My parents helped me for college too, my friend. But I went to very expensive colleges too. I was very, very lucky. And those loans are paid off. Just one for the master's is not, but it's almost there. So, all right, we're clear on the left. Prop the wing up, we're looking good. Congratulations, my friend. That's a big achievement. And it's a trade. You can make that go to other things, you know what I'm saying? So, you gotta study hard, though. It's just like being a pilot, except for engines. Like, seriously, it's like testing this and that. And get your connections going. Start going to the airport and get your connections. Start talking to people. That will help you find jobs faster. So I'm telling you, like, stop in the airports at the maintenance places and say, hey, my name, it's JT. I'm hoping to go into college for that. Got accepted, and get your connections, because that will help. I turn this puppy around here. Right. So I don't know how far we're gonna get, but we're gonna try 2,900. Cessna 172. It's also nice to know a mechanic. Nick, you agree with that statement? It's nice to know mechanics. I think it is. That way, if you ever own a plane, you can know if people are just like, taking you for your money or not. I just did the rear brakes on my car, so I feel awesome. I usually do. I'm just saying, but like. Up 2,000 feet, which is good. Oh, whoa, that just didn't look back. Don't look back. Arm the altitude. We are good. We're good to go. I'm gonna lean up the mixture a little bit. Usually wait till 3,000, but this thing fouled mags the other day, so I'll start leading it now. Congratulations. What are you up so early for? It's 7 a.m. in California. I think it would be. JT has a Vado. Forever on the West Coast. We know where he is. Oh crap! All right, yeah, we're gonna have to go on 2,500. All right, give me a second. Okay. Back down. Let's slow this thing down. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2,500. All right, there was no ATC when I last checked on this, so I'm gonna have to see what's going on in that. But let's look at Volanta. New York approach was on. It's no longer on, so that kind of sucks. But we're on our way to Teterboro. Is that Teterboro Tower? Oh, it is! Alright, good. So we have something at Teterboro as of now, at least. Cool, because I'm going to need an IFR clearance probably by the time we get there. We might even have to go lower than this. Crikeys. Let's try 2,300. Just down these clouds. But we will transition to IFR if we have to. And I haven't done IFR in a while, so it'd be good practice. So, see that we're growing on Kick. We got 29 followers. I appreciate that so much, by the way. I've even got one person viewing me right now. So Kick, you're a little slow, but you're getting there. And I appreciate everyone on also Twitch and also YouTube. Especially YouTube, we had a run there on like 2 or 3 streams ago. There's like 20-something people viewing me. I was honored. I was very honored on that. All right, so now we would have to get a Class Charlie transition clearance, but no one's on, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. And go from there. So, but there's no trouble, no nothing. We're perfectly fine doing this before my kid hopefully has a scrimmage. But I might vlog that. Oops. Oh, it didn't like one of the ads on. Oh, because I typed in tiny URL wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why you get virus scans. A lot of people don't think you need them anymore, but it blocks connections. Those things that could be kind of a little weird, you know what I'm saying? So I like them. Alright. Let's get this thing cooking. 2400. Yes. Our ground speed's gonna be terrible too, by the way, so just go with it. 261. This would not be the day to really do this, but I kind of want to get a challenge done. I got 2 badges for the flight yesterday, and I didn't even fly in New York. So, but we're gonna be passing my neighborhood. I live over here in real life. I'm just all I'm gonna say. So, unless we've already passed it. No, we might have already passed it. I'm sorry. I live over here. No, actually, I was right. You know, I had to see the. Oh my God, I can't say anything today. Oh. Well, that big lake is the big visual around Plymouth, so this is the Taunton River, and I live over here. So that's all I can say about that. So we might even fly over my house on this, to be honest with you. There's also a new airport, a little turf field about 3 minutes down the road from me. This guy built a turf airfield on his property in my town, which is not in the simulator, but I'm thinking about maybe trying my hands at making it, because it's right in my neighborhood. It's amazing what you can do. It's on the sectional. It says Field of Dreams and private, but like if I ever want to do like a paramotor or something, I might call that dude up and say, hey dude, do you mind if I use that? Because I could literally walk home from that airport. And it's on his property, so it's like his house, and then there's a field right next to it. So I don't know what he flies, but it could be a paramotor, or it could be maybe one of those little ultralights, you know. It's only what, 1,000 feet long, 1,600 feet long. But you'd also have to watch out for power lines around here. But obviously, there's enough clearance to have one. It was quite interesting. Let me see if it's on here now. I forget what the designation is too, but it's mass something. Let's see what happens when I type in my town. Oh, yep, 62 Mike Alpha, Field of Dreams Airport, North Dyke. Private use, permission required. It's owned by this gentleman who I will not name, but I'm gonna check the address. It's on here now. And I can't remember what it looks like, but I'm gonna show it to you. Oh, here it is. Alright. So here's his house. We're flying over this airport. And here's the turf field. 1,600 feet. There's power lines here, so that's why I'm saying you have to like kind of come in a little bit higher and come down. Now, so you're not going to land unless you're really, really, really good and also living a little dangerously. You're not going to land a Cessna, but like an ultralight or a paramotor. So that's it. It's right there. And I live like literally like, all right, 5 minutes away or something like that. So. But yeah, it's right there. Maybe I can even store my bike there. It's kind of cool. Coming to that area. Actually, we already passed the Williams Street. It's down from the car lot, yeah. Alright, so the way that you'd find that from here. So you see this car lot? It's like right down here somewhere. So somewhere over here. We're a little bit flying over my house. I won't point it out though, but it's somewhere in this area, right here. Somewhere in this area, right here. So I'm broadcasting live from down there right now. Cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Why? Because I can. I still don't know my exact house. Iowa Scotsman, what's up? Just flew over my house, my friend. Going to Teterboro. If you see my bike streams, I bike some of these roads. The video for the marathon, I filmed it on this road right here. And I ride that neighborhood often. So. We've also rode all the way down from here, down the Fall River and back. You see how far that is, but I did it. So I was very proud of myself. Now we're heading towards Providence, Rhode Island, where I grew up. 50 minutes north of Providence. Providence is there actually. And I grew up in a town called Lincoln over there. It was pretty nice. It was expensive to live there, but it was a nice town, and they gave us a lot for the taxes. Iowa Scotsman. All right, you guys did not use your sounds at all, so let's go with Nick Resla first. Nick Resla, welcome to the broadcast. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? I don't know. Huh. All right, let's try. Oh, because I spelled Nick wrong. I typed fast. There we go. This is probably going to be IFR by the time we get there. And then we're going to welcome Iowa Scotsman. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate you guys. Fall River over there. And this is a flight I could do in real life if I had the money to do it. Which I could sacrifice to do it, but then I have to worry about paying bills. Not tons of bills, yeah. It's just saving up money again. So. Alright. Not the best weather. Was way better last night. We were just talking about an airport, a private airport popping up like literally 5 minutes from where I live, a small little ultralight field, turf field. It was amazing because I updated my sectionals and like boom, there it was. I was like, whoa, there's an airport there? But yeah, it's a little turf field. A field of dreams. Kevin Costner inspired. Should be there about an hour and 40. I'm gonna push this thing because I can't. Yeah, so I'll have time for the rest to go. Let's go 25 minutes here. That the winds are definitely against us in this one too. We are in the class, Charlie, from Providence right now. So no one is there. I should probably be on Unicode. That might help. Let's get some chatter on, shall we? Because I never did get the chatter on. So.
1979, 10 left, 340, that's to maintain 2,100. Down to 340, down to 2,100.
If you went to FS Expo, that's where you went, Providence, Rhode Island. This year it's in Minneapolis. I cannot go. We had snow days, so even if I bought like a flight tickets, I'd probably have to not go right now. So sadly, I will not see anyone at FS Expo this year, but I will try to do the online thing.
Yeah, American 1979, turn left, heading 300,
Anything
going
to
to 27
support
right,
it, it's a
local
great,
300, turn local
thing to go to.
7 right, American 1979.
And I gotta move those, so we're gonna have some take over. Alright, we're back. And like I always say as I fly by here, Newport, Rhode Island off our left. If you want to come somewhere in the summer for fun in Rhode Island, Newport's a pretty nice place. So, it's a little downtrodden in winter, but it's still a nice place. So that would be out here. What's it clear? But it's very nice to fly this in real life. Port Rhode Island over there. Those are ships in Providence. We don't get a lot of cruise ships in Providence, so I think they just use that as the ship.
5324, fully approach radar. Full street 5324 to maintain
There's the
3000.
hotel that most people stayed at for the FS Expo. I'm hoping it makes a return to Providence because, man, that made it wicked easy for me to go. But I don't know, a lot of people have reservations about Providence, but I think the people that went there had a good time, to be honest with you. A lot of people thought, what's there to do? Some people, I think, made a mistake of renting in South Providence on Airbnb. I mean, it's cheap, but in South Providence, if you don't know the area, South Providence isn't the best. There was some guy, I remember, see, I only know that because some guy was posting on Discord, and he's like, I'm in here, and I'm like, oh. So, I felt for him, but, alright, we're going to stay at 2,500, I just noticed that we stayed at
324, turn
2,500,
right,
so
240, join the 27 right localizer. 240, join the localizer, Blue Street 324.
Alright, there we go, just to make sure it stays there. And that is TF Green International. That's my, it's like one of the major airports other than Boston. It's typically I take out of there for family trips or I go to Boston, depending on price and time and availability and parking. Boston can get more expensive than Providence, but they're about comparable. Providence is a little easier to get into as well. So there we are.
Yeah, 73, roger. The bases are at 4,800.
I don't think Jeffrey B is in the tower, but he can be in the evening. So let's see who's on. Online ATC. No. Doesn't show you who it is, but there's some live traffic. It shows me. Oh, it doesn't show my call sign though. What's up with that? There you go. I have a call sign now. Who's that? I don't know. I might try that other. I love Volanta, but I might try that other one just to try it out. Some people like told me to do that. Elevatics, Elevatics. I think it's called. This is the not fly too high. This is the Innie Builds Providence, and this is an awesome model. I'm gonna try to go there if you don't mind. I'll show you a little bit of Providence while we're going down here. But this is very highly intensive, but Innie Builds has the best Providence I've ever seen in any simulator. So, they modeled the side here. It looks just like it, to be honest with you. So the older side of the airport is this side. This is the old terminal. It has an Art Deco type thing. No one ever really goes here because you go to the modern terminal, obviously, but GA you'd be going over here. And then they modeled the inside like beautifully. As someone who lives here, they did a very nice job.
252, 20, turn right in 240, join the 27 right localizer.
Look at this terminal. That looks like Providence. Even the artwork on the side, as you'd go down, has to get out of the airport. TSA is over here. And then they modeled the restaurant and everything. I remember eating at that restaurant before going to, I think it was Florida last time I went here. Might have been 2019. Might have been a while. So I went to Boston. I went to Boston for Dallas this past summer. So they did a nice job. The only thing I'd say is it's a little dark on the windows, but I don't know. It might just be that way. I can't remember. They even modeled like the speakers in the bathroom, not inside the bathroom. Then outside here they got the main lobby. So this is nice. They put the TSA line right there. They did a nice job. And then downstairs is, but it messes up because when you try to run around baggage claim, it like shifts you upstairs. You see what I'm saying? So, really nice job. They got the terminal and everything. So, anyways, we shall return back. Yeah, there we are. We're crabbing pretty hard to the right too. I mean to the left, excuse me. But we just went over that airport. Nice job, Innie Builds. They also modeled the convention center to look like FS Expo, so. Alright, we might have to go lower now because it looks like the clouds are coming lower, so we're going to start doing that. off just a little bit. Yep. And this is what I kind of expected, so.
5973, turn left heading 360. Left turn 360, up to 5973.
Minimum VFR. Oh yeah, 'cause it's creeping in now. Yeah. Problem's just broken at 3,000. According to Sky Vector. Overcast 48. So it's coming down. And I didn't have those little VFR things.
Lister 5220, contact down, 118.5, good day.
Okay, I thought I would have, let's try getting to Teterboro, even if it's going to be VFR. Might be good. Oh, gusting to 21 at Teterboro. This is awesome. Should have flown it last night. In real life, this would be a no-go for me. Yeah, I'm not going to risk my life over getting there. But when I think Teterboro, I also think of the Sopranos. There's a lot of the Sopranos filming locations in Jersey or around there, including the house. The Sopranos house is like probably just a couple miles away from Teterboro. Yeah. Winds are against us. All the stuff is against us today. We'll stay as high as we can. The good news is that in the Northeast, things are pretty low for land. So.
$59.73, turn left heading 340. Left turn 340.
About 2,500 RPMs on the seminar. I'm trying to push it a little bit. How's our fuel? Fuel's great. I gotta lean it out.
59.73, turn left heading 320.
Should be burning about 8.4 gallons per hour, which is what it is, but right about there. You all right? The morning rush, for real, yo. I'm out of coffee. Really? Well, if you ever get the chance to, it's a pretty nice airport. It's small. It's a smaller. It's like a. Even though it's called an international airport because it's the biggest one in Rhode Island, it's a smaller, more quaint airport. But I left there as a kid. I remember the old terminal too before they built the new one, which isn't that new. It was built in like maybe the 90s. The old terminal looked like right out of the 1960s, like TWA era. I remember that. I remember one time we were going to Florida when I was a kid, and for some reason there was like a big problem with the flights that day, and they said something about our flight, and my father was going up to the counter because we didn't hear it to find out what was going on, and this older gentleman yelled at my dad and said he was cutting the line, but we were just trying to find out what was said on the loudspeaker. And then he almost got in a tussle with the old guy. I remember that. Oh, and my dad wasn't one to back off. I mean, he's a gentle person, but he wasn't one to back off on that because the guy was calling him all these words underneath the sun. And he's trying to explain to him, look, I'm just trying to find out what they said on the loudspeaker. I remember that. Yeah. And then we had to like pull him away and go sit. But we were running late. What year was that? That might have been 89, I think. Because I remember it was the old terminal. Good times. And that guy was probably like a World War II vet or something, so good for him, I guess, for sticking up. But yeah, it's quite interesting. It was the 80s too, so you couldn't go like on your phone and find out the status or anything. That would have saved a lot of grief back then. Now that I think of it. Oh, it is totally. And you know how that is. You're not gonna let someone like that on a plane, regardless of who started what. You know. So good. Those are the days where you could go to the you went through security still, but like anyone could go through security, and you went right to the gate and said bye to your family. You know.
2500 fully approach,
So.
American,
All right, we're right outside of Providence, Rhode Island. Let's take a look outside. Nope, keep going to the wrong camera here. Give me a second. Let me try to get that fixed here. Chase plane's defaulted to the chase view. Spot view. Thank you. Providence in the background over there, and also West York over there. Played my youth hockey there. I don't know why. I traveled half the state to play youth hockey. But we did Situate Reservoir, which is the main drinking source of Providence, and where I used to live. Nick Resler remembers this because we flew to Groton together, so we were more over there. But yeah, I gotta get my biannual flight review done. But I'm not in a rush. Saving up money first. Gonna get some bank, bro. Go from there. Yeah, the WB Sim mod, I still love it, but it gives you a little bit of trouble in 2024. After you get going, though, it's fine. Whew. Also, I've been trying to look to see where this graphic is. Can't find it anywhere. To try to change the pilot to me. It's alright. Figure it out eventually. That was pretty good. We had like a rainy day like this too. Like the clouds were going to stay up enough, but it was kind of rainy. In fact, I think it's in the video for the intro of this Eric Flight broadcast. I think I put a little quick snippet of us flying the Grand. I didn't put you in it because I don't feel right about putting people in unless they say, oh, that's okay. And I was kind of doing it on the fly. But yeah, you're flying, and I got a nice view of Groton and all that stuff. How'd you like the arrow, by the way? I thought it was good. It's the fastest, but it's also the most expensive, so but I liked it. So okay, a little bit over an hour to go. So we're not making bad time here. Should be in Teterboro around 12 up. Clouds are coming in there. Oh crap! Come on now. Heading. Get away from that cloud. Get away from the cloud. Get away from the cloud. Away. Shoo. Shoo. Might have to go lower. Yeah. All right. What about 2,000? I knew this was going to happen. By the way, I knew this was going to happen. All right. Slow it down. Yeah, I thought it was fun. We'll do it again. Okay, so I'm just building up my bank account here. First. All right. Let's go. Continue on, Nav. I enjoyed it for my complex endurance. We got fantasy baseball going on too. Yeah, I didn't like that part. And again, I probably should have briefed myself more on that before we landed, but we made it, right? I can laugh at it now. I wasn't laughing then. That was me. That wasn't you. But yeah, that was one of the things I thought was weird when I was getting my complex, because my instructor would have to have the handbrake. That's why I did bring that up to your attention, just in case. But yeah. Yeah, I gotta see, because I was so used to just flying on the left side with the brakes, and I remembered to tell you that in my briefing. But again, I should have been like Johnny on the go, briefing myself before the landing, saying, "You have the brakes," which I kind of said, but I wasn't thinking. So, but I did think quick enough. So, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, save deal, save deal. I'm just trying to save some bank, so that way I have a little buffer. I'm saving the buffer now. I paid off the desktop build, which I'm thankful for, because yesterday we found out that my memory is now over $2,000. Just the memory that I installed and paid $330 something for is now up to $2,100. Like, it's insane. I couldn't build a computer. Airspeed, I'm gonna kick it because I'm trying to get out there a little faster. So, but yeah, it's getting low here. Overcast at 1300 at Chester. This is not looking good. Well, yeah, you got it. We were still safe enough to know. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing. Alright, we're going to have to go IFR on this, so I'm going to have to get off vatsim and refile IFR, because that's what they want you to do. So I remember that last time, because they were like, oh, you got to do that. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense, because in the real world we call up ATC and ask for a VFR to IFR clearance. But we'll see. You know what? Maybe we'll just play it like this and we'll see how far we can go. It is pretty socked in now. Overcast 1300 out of Meriden, just a little bit north of us. And we are put this together, shall we?
Good morning, Center, maintain 5,000.
5,000.
I got you. Hey, you're gonna do it now, because if you ever find a significant other, you're probably gonna think practicality after that point. But yeah, Camaros are nice, dude. Nope, pop up IFR. No, they wanted me to file last time, so I'm thinking about filing now. But I really want to go VFR. You know why? I just wanted to. Oh no! Oops. Uh-oh. What just happened? My monitor just blinked. Sorry about that. And we're back. I capture card. I have another box. I never got it working. And it's supposed to do like 4K, which I'm never gonna stream in 4K. But I don't know. This one, I got this one from my good friend though, because he. Oops. Crap. All right. It's still working. It's just the monitor connection's loose. Alright. Hello. Come on, capture box. And now I lost sound. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, I'll try to fix this while we do this. So, just go with me on this. I might have to reconnect the capture box. Let's see if that does it. I will get it working. There you go. Yeah, the HDMI connection is the capture card. Don't touch it, Eric. Don't touch it. Yeah, it's gonna get lower. All right, let's file IFR. So, all right, I'll disconnect from vatsim. Refile. Make sure I don't go any clouds. IFR. C172. I'm gonna say direct still until they give me otherwise lane.
Number 4046, bear right 140. Right turn heading.
I got my codes for equipment now better than ever due to vatsim. Off block, we're off at 0200 altitude. Seeing that we're gonna go IFR, apply 4,000. Airspeed 10.
3400, 14 ready, 070, 3000 full batch, cleared Alice runway approach.
My remarks in here.
On the heading.
No, they're not. Why would they be?
ILS, runway 4, right approach,
I hope this still counts because it's supposed to be over 100 nautical miles out. So we'll see if it works. I just thought about that now after disconnecting. That's not cool. It should take about 2 hours. And I got 5 hours of fuel total. Alright, let's go to 4,000. Get in the clouds.
2050, first good afternoon, ILS 4 right, altimeter 3025. 3025, ILS 4 right.
Okay. Full throttle. Okay, it's just gonna keep coming down. Hey, look, it's Mohegan Sun, so nothing's over there. But we're not gonna see much now. But we're gonna do things. Get some altitude. Oh, I should probably connect to get my squawk code too. That's probably why. Alright, so gonna give me my squawk code. Oh, I didn't file the flight plan. Wait a second. I gotta file it. Oh, this just sucks. Uh-oh. You don't want to hear that when I'm streaming.
4046, speed 180, that
My feet
maintains
just
3000.
blew up
180, that's 3000.
to a big size. Alright, and disconnect. File the flight plan. I'm probably not going to get credit for this flight now, but it's cool.
Do it over to 18.3 for KRS 400 today.
I'm surprised it's not giving me a squawk code. Let me file the flight plan again. Alright.
399 and 140.
Okay.
140.
Maybe it'll eventually give me one because I filed IFR. It's supposed to. Oh, now I just closed down that window. Boy, we are just hitting buttons left and right. I just saw that that's not working. So let me turn off the tablet. See what's going on with that. Now that is working. Let me see if it works now. There we go.
Tower on 18-3.
Alright, going IFR. I don't have any squawk code. It's supposed to pop up a thing saying your IFR, here's your squawk code, you know, continue at 4,000. Well, it is what it is.
070-3000 still established, cleared ILS runway 04.
Let's do some IFR training here as we go into the lurch. Try about everything. Try to make everything work here. Alright, we're not going to see much for visuals, but I'll keep us tracked on the tablet here, sectional. So we're just about to go over Norwich, Connecticut. And this is going to make our flight time a little longer. Now that being said, the only ones that are on for vatsim is Tower and Teterboro. So, wow, we're doing pretty good, and I hope I get credit for this flight. I don't know if I will or not now that I've disconnected and reconnected.
3000 out of 2218.
We shall see. Either way, it's a nice IFR experience. So. Perfect flying weather. That's being sarcastic. Run will be that way. Yeah, not the best weather. Good IFR practice weather though. I don't think that's that bad. I mean, it's a little windy. Hopefully my kid's baseball doesn't get canceled. Where are you supposed to play its VFR with? Regardless, we'll we can. Let's test that taxi light out. Alright, we're at 4,000. Kick it back. We don't need to push to keep it at 2,500. It's been a while, but we shall try our best and see what happens. I'm leading up the mixture right now. Not too much, Eric.
1221, you approach, good afternoon, ILS 4 right, 3025.
ILS 4 right, 1221.
There we go, right about there. Hour 16 to go. We are in the soup. In the soup. So.
Fly the RNAV.
I might fly the RNAV, Mr. Pirate. I might do it.
Fly the RNAV, mating. Fly the RNAV, mating.
You might do it. You can stop saying it now. Thank you. Oh boy. Alright. Anywho, we got some time to think. We're about 100 nautical miles out. So actually, I did reconnect before the 100 nautical mile minimum needed for the challenge. So hopefully, this will work. So, even JFK Tower's up too. So there's 2 towers in New York. That's about it. But, yo, what did I just disconnect from? That's weird.
2218, left heading 130.
Wait, everything's going on.
130, 1218.
I have one of those capture cards that goes in your computer too. But I don't know about using that one because again I'm going to a streaming laptop, so that will not work for the laptop. And that's why I have the HD60S Plus, which is a pretty good capture card. It's either my cables are going or it's just rusty or it needs to be cleaned out or something. So. But it served us well. I used to have the HD60 and then I wanted to do I thought this had the tone matching on it for HDR graphics, so I needed something that would do that. And then I got one of these 4K 60S Pluses, which is kind of an older capture thing now. This is more for PlayStation and Xbox and stuff, but it does 4K capture. So I kind of got it. I bought it used, and then it wasn't working. So I'm gonna go on a little bit of what I did. Yeah, if you must know, I went to Best Buy and I bought one from them, and I swapped the boards out because they weren't gonna give me any type of warranty on this. So that's what I did, and I figured I'll just send it back through that way. I call it cheating, whatever, but like I wasn't gonna like pay almost $200 for this and then have it not work. But it kind of works. It's kind of finicky the way it works with the laptop. So, but I might try this again. Who knows? On my own time and see what happens. So because if this thing's gonna keep giving me issues left and right, then might be time. And I'll still stream in 1080, by the way. But it also has, you can record it to an SD card. So these are okay. I might just upgrade to the newest capture card. Honestly, that's USB. I forget what that is. I don't know if it's the X or not, but I like the Elgato products. So we're flying IFR today. You tried VFR. Yeah, I guess I could really scud run it and do it because now it looks like the clouds are a little higher, but I don't know. Stay IFR for now. And we'll change to VFR if we have to. I think that's the safer option at this point. We are right over Norwich, Connecticut. We're not going too fast because the wind is against us. We're trying to make our way to Teterboro.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, you know?
You are the dude, Justin. We're going to Teterboro.
Or Duder, or, you know, El Duderino.
Or New York vatsim air traffic control challenge. It's a beta that the USA Flag Club is going to do. So we're trying to flex into New York and get badges for it. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. I have to get some UHF boots on this thing. Justin, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, we're flying IFR right now at 4,000. And if we can, we'll go VFR, but I should have flown this last night, but I was getting all the graphics. I'm ready. I like to have a presentation for my streams. Oh boy. Yeah. Real world weather and time. So. Just picked up like another 15 minutes by going to 4,000 instead of 2,000. VFR was declining fast down there. Yeah! R.I.P. Chuck. Go ahead. Put a Chuckism if you want. Exclamation point Chuck.
Chuck
There you go.
Norris's flap settings include awesome and more awesome.
But yes, R.I.P. Chuck. Still feel bad about it. And you know, the crazy thing is I put him in the cockpit 2 streams ago, right before he passed. Alright, we're going to be coming near Chester. We're going to be overflying it. That's one of the airports I flew to in real life that was quite a challenge to get in there. It was a direct crosswind. I gave myself 2 chances. I didn't have come close on the first one at all. The second one I landed, but it was a lot of skill. So, direct, like, horizontal crosswind when I got out there. And I was like, oh, let's go to Grant if this isn't going to work. There's a video of that on the Eric Flight YouTube channel. So, just look for Chester. Search for the video of Chester. I think that's what it is. I could show it to you, actually, if you want to. It's about to overfly it. We're not seeing much in IFR, so give me a second here. Now, this is a couple years ago. I think it's still like 2020. Yeah, 2020. Alright, I'll show it to you. So we're about to overfly an airport called Chester. Excuse the old intro. This is me flying out there because I included like the whole video. So days where I spent a lot more time until it was COVID times. We got out there. There it is. Now it's beautiful VFR weather, but the wind is going this way if I remember, like directly. I can't remember if this is the first or second attempt. But when we get over this airport, I'll show it to you on the sim. It's also overheating the cameras a little bit back then. But I want to get a DJI Osmo Action 6 or whatever that is now, because those seem to be a lot better, and they're better in low light conditions than the GoPro. So. This might be the first attempt, but it's literally a smaller strip. It's like almost on a peninsula, but see, not liking it. The winds are pushing me all over the place, and I'm going to go around. But that kind of got me in the right frame of mind for what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Not bad recovery from that. And the second one, let's see the second one now. This is the one I landed. And I gotta be honest with you, I was about to go around and just go to Grot. And actually the wind must be from my right, because I'm kind of crabbing it to the right. I mean the left. There you go. See, I got right down there. And I made it. So not a bad landing on the second one, but that first one was a little hairy. I feel it bouncing up and down here. Yeah, it's from, yeah, you can tell now. Yeah. So I was doing the crosswind landing, but we landed it, and that's my only one time at Chester. I don't think I've gone there since, but nice little airport though, in the middle of the Connecticut River Valley. I don't know if there's much to do out there, but the reason why I flew here is because Orbex made a scenery for Chester, and I wanted to go visit some real, places I did on the simulator. So, but we'll be flying over that in about, let's say about 10 minutes or so, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Pretty nice little airport though. But yeah, check that out in the Flight YouTube channel. Haven't made a lot of flight videos since, but so we're in Connecticut. Chester's out there. We'll overfly that in a couple minutes. We're gonna cross the Connecticut River first. And you can see why we went IFR, because now it's really getting soupy down there. You know, it's not just up here. But it's cool. Looks like there's some other traffic there at Teterboro. Just like where we are, right over here. That airport I just showed you is this one, Chester. No, sorry. Other side here, Chester right there, Kilo Sierra, November Charlie. Left Taunton, closest GA airport to my house. Not that private field, that's only 5 minutes from my house now. That was pretty cool though to see. It just popped up on the second, like, dude, there's an airport like 5 minutes away from me, and it's just a little turf ultralight field. But pretty cool. So I guess when I fly my son's drone, I guess we gotta be wary now. Oh man. Not really. I haven't seen any aircraft fly into there, but maybe he just made it because maybe he's getting ultralight or something. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try to introduce myself someday. I don't see much more than an ultralight going in there, seeing at 1,600 feet. Yeah, looks like we got this upper layer. This lower layer. The secret layer.
One more time, right?
.40 degrees Fahrenheit outside air temperature. Roll time at 10:54 a.m. That is correct. Time 10:54. And the home girl. This isn't tropical weather. Enjoy the commands. We gotta do some Hawaiian flights. I was looking at events people asked to do on the Richard State Flying Club. So one said Hawaiian island hops again. We haven't done Hawaii in a long time. Might have to do that again. So I did a whole stream years ago. Fly to every Hawaiian island. So we'll see. But we also have the Bonanza now, which is even faster than the Cirrus I took last time. So. It is socked in. Real world weather and time. This is supposedly what it looks like. The Connecticut River's right here. Chester's on the other side of that. But yeah, Orbex made scenery for that for FSX. Maybe even FS 2004. I could be wrong on that though. But I remember Chester, and I remember going there, and I was like, oh, I want to fly there in real life, so we decided to do it that day. Can't believe that's gonna be 6 years ago. Holy crap! Those are my golden ages of flying because my kids were young. COVID happened, so I needed to get out of the house, and that's what we did. Flying, and biking. Those are weird times now when you look at it, but. And I taught remotely from home, so like, we stayed home like all the time. Got a little over an hour to go. Winds are not cooperating, 77 ground speed, which is pretty bad. 172. But generally, winds are coming. I'm looking at Skyvector now. Winds are coming from 120. Well, kind of doesn't make sense. I was supposed to have a tail from 120. Gusting 16. 140 New Haven. It's just that it must be the winds a lot. It's just the nature of the beast. Connecticut River coming up. This thing was beeping at me, so I was really close there. Can't see anything. Sorry about the visuals not being exciting. I'm trying my best. If you want to fly with us, IFR conditions, feel free to. We're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. You can be my wingman anytime.
You are still dangerous.
Hops.
You can be my wingman anytime.
It resets.
You can be mine.
I like flying with 172. I kind of miss it. I haven't flown it in a long time. In real life. I really want to take the 152 out again, too. Even though it's slow. About an hour to go to Teterboro.
Okay, 3474, you prefer good. One to maintain 5,000. Maintain 5,000.
No air traffic control other than the towers. Oh man. Surprised it never gave me a squawk code, because usually what happens when no one's on is that the vatsim system will send you a squawk code and give you directions like you're clear. But maybe it's because I was in the air when I changed it. I don't know. Next time I'm not going to refile. I'm just going to do it, and if I run into anyone, I'll just say, oh, VFI to IFR. I did that a while ago. And they can chastise me again, because that's not very realistic. Maybe we won't see Chester, maybe we will, because it is pretty bad. We're about to overfly Chester, as you can see. Just crossed the Connecticut River. I can't see anything. I can't see anything.
Well, you don't need that, Private. We're right here. Now, what is it? Now, what is it? I'm having trouble with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps,
Can't see
I've lost
anything.
the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps. The sweeps.
Yep.
And the creeps.
No visual reference at all.
It's not all he's lost.
Approaching at
Just saying.
574, past 10,000.
Oh man.
Juliet. 574, approach, good morning, Island 4, right up the
Yep. Oh, excuse me.
4 right, 574.
No, it's exciting to see stuff out. Just saying.
United 998 Heavy Flight 170, maintain 3.
We'll see what happens. IFR conditions to Teterboro. Can't see in this thing. What was it? I can't breathe in this thing. They are coming out with the Spaceballs too. I'm shocked. I didn't think it was going to happen. But alright, let's look out here. I don't think we're going to be able to see Chester, but it's right below us. So, if you can see it through this haze, you let me know. I did show you a video earlier of me landing there in real life. In the 172. Not going to see it. Barely, if any. It's in the middle of the woods. Just pops out of nowhere. Right over. It's got to be down there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Hey, there it is, right there. See, I landed that way. Turn off the tab. That's Chester, Kilo Sierra, November Charlie. And I think that's still Orvec's scenery down there. They made it for FS 2020, de facto 2024. Yep. So I landed on that runway. Came over here and I was taxiing off over there. It's like on a plateau. Like this is a big, deep, steep drop, but you can barely see that today.
0703
Let's take a screenshot of that. Chester. Deep River, which is right beyond Chester. Connecticut River. Oh, we got to see it. Best conditions. Iced tea is good. All right. Back to the cockpit. Yep, winds are against us. Now we're an hour and 2 minutes. Appreciate you all coming out and watching the stream. You're all awesome. Thank you. And we're growing on Kick, so we have 29 subscribers now. Appreciate that. Actually, we have 29 followers, excuse me, no subscribers. But I guess for Kick you have to get, I forget what you have to get to make money on Kick, but it's a little bit more than Twitch. Which makes sense because it's a smaller operation, but it's just like Twitch, it's just called Kick. And it's slightly different in the features, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. It was made so that people can put gambling streams on it and stuff, but it's also becomes kind of its own. But YouTube and Twitch are the main ones if you ask me for live streaming. And YouTube's battling really hard to become the live streaming capital of the world. I think Twitch is always going to be more for gaming than YouTube is. However, YouTube reaches a huge audience compared to Twitch, and that's why I do all three. So, I feel what I would have to do. So, Cheetah's page, that's what it is. So, I'd have to verify myself and to be eligible to make a little cha-ching on Kick. I'd have to reach a total of 10 subscribers. Gifted subs not included. I'd have to have an average of 50 viewers in the last 30 days. I'm not close to that at all. You have to have 100 unique chatters in the last 30 days. So you're talking about a grind every day. And then their path to partner in Kick is 25 subscribers in the last 30 days. Gifted subs not included. That kind of stinks. You have to reach an average of 75 viewers in the last 30 days. Myself, I have to hang with my community for 30 hours in the last 30 days. I'm already at 15.94. So that's not something that's terribly hard. 200. You have to have 250 unique chatters in the last 30 days. And you have to reach a total of 250 followers. So, But yeah, you gotta get people to subscribe to you, 10, just to get past the verification. And do you make money from those subscribers? I would hope so, but I don't know.
maintain 4,000, then C172.
That's a little harder. Twitch is a lot, not easier, but it's a lot less things you have to do to get monetized. Like I was monetized within 6 months, I think, of starting the Flight channel, so on Twitch. Twitch was the first thing that got me in streaming, so I was doing YouTube before that though, on videos and stuff, so it was just natural to do both. But, all right, less than an hour to go. The winds are picking up. Go faster, we go slower. Go faster, we go slower. Local time's 11:05 a.m. and this is real world weather time.
524 to set maintain 30. Maintain 3,000.
We shall see if Teterboro Tower will still be there when I get there. It might, and then I'm going to request the some type of approach. How about we brief that? Let's see what we're going to do. We're 71 nautical miles out, but complete Teterboro diagram. What are winds according to Skyvector? Winds. Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. Teterboro. Overcast 800. Let's see if this is even legal to fly. Winds 170. Some expecting runway 19er. Here's the ILS localizer. RNAV. Yeah, it's actually below minimum decision altitude. But that's not good. That's not good. I bet you the other one's the same. Yep. Well.
Okay, 998 heavy, 15 ready, head 070, free to establish, clear out for approach.
0703 to establish, we're clear to the ILS 4 right approach, United 9.
640. We did the localizer approach. ILS approach. Interesting.
957 heavy, 10 degrees direct.
Let's get this set up. For some reason, it's only giving me one frequency on this thing. I don't know why. Oh, that just changed some clouds. Yeah, see how it went to 0? It's like weird. It only gives me one channel. That's another WB sim mod. Is them, I guess.
3590,
That's interesting.
B180,
Tap, 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 tap. Alright, I only have one localizer frequency to change to. COM2, I have more. For some reason. My light. Oh. Yeah, you can't see the lights if it's backed off too much. Okay. That's the localizer.
574, turn right 09.
That's why I kind of went 4,000 to avoid the deltas there. That I've done all these airports on the Long Island coast for the Connecticut side in real life. Bridgeport was probably the hardest one to land. See that Sikorsky Airport over there, heliport? You have to avoid that, and if you're landing on I think it's 2-4, you have to avoid that. Get in here. I had to slip the plane down just to land there. Which is quite interesting. So what's that? Yep. Yep. You can do the localizer. You just dial it in here, and then it'll go in there. I'm not the best at instrument. I've never finished my instrument rating. I got about 40% of it done. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to probably fly it by hand because that's gonna give me more practice. But we'll see. Because if you fly the autopilot in, it kind of lines it up for you. But in my real-world instrument training, when I was doing it, everything was flown by hand. There was no autopilot. And the last approaches I made were ILS approaches at Providence, which I fly out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. So that was cool. That was that airport that we looked way back in the day, or in the stream. We actually looked into it. So, but all right. The problem is that when you do this, you got to plan for the minimum decision altitude. And see that the clouds are 800. The ILS localizer approach seems to be the way to go. Because we can't do RNAV with, according to 19er. Can't do the RNAV. I made a decision altitude with the right radio equipment, say 180 feet. Says it's gonna happen. So that will
Go ahead, you got at 8,000, lower, just 10 knots.
contact towers. Oh, approach just came on actually. Here we go. Newark approach just came on, so I don't know if that will guide us there. We'll have on standby. 12855. We're not close enough yet. I don't know if Newark will take us now. There's a lot of traffic there too. Look at this. Oh, wrong one. Wrong window, Eric. Thanks to Camfshay. I'm trying to say and pronounce that right. Follow me on Twitch. Appreciate it. But Newark approach just came on. We're over here near New Haven, IFR 4,000, excuse me. And not the best weather, but we're going to be landing here at Teterboro. And we just had to decide on what we think we're going to do for an approach, which is probably the ILS localizer approach. So, and we'll set that up as we go, but we got to talk to Tower and do all that. Probably see if Newark approach will take us or not, because that'll kind of lead us in. That's what the difficult thing is on vatsim. If people aren't on and you're going to do an IFR, you kind of plan on everything yourself, you know. So always good to look ahead of time. Thanks for following me on Twitch. I appreciate that though. Again, feel free to push those follow and subscribe buttons as needed. And if you feel so inclined, you can also subscribe on Twitch to the YouTube channel, to the Twitch channel, excuse me. That will support my real-world flying endeavors, as well as sim endeavors. And YouTube, I just need people to watch videos. I need to get to 4,000 hours of viewing in a year, so I can monetize that. We're already above 1,000 people, and I appreciate that. That took a long time to build up, but we'll continue on with that. See what I can do. You might see I dabble a lot in YouTube. I started a vlogging channel, but I also upload that to the channel that does make money for me for world flying. The Eric DIY channel, which is in the description in the YouTube broadcast. But I do DIY videos. Like I just had a really riveting video of me reviewing a water sense alarm for my sump pump. So, and like people laugh, but like that's paid for all my flying. Like real world flying, paid for with that. I don't use my salary. The problem is that those funds are drying up a little bit here and there. So I'm trying to do different angles here to make it a little bit more. We also run a merch store, which is not Eric Flight, it's aviation gear in general. There's the vlogging channel. I haven't touched that in a while. It's been about 2 weeks, but I might vlog a little bit today if I can. It's finding good content. Seeing I'm a family man and work a full-time job, I can't do like what full-time vloggers do and go out and say, we're gonna go here today, we're gonna go there today. I just can't do it. But we did have we had a snowstorm here about 2.5 weeks ago. No, actually 3 or 4 weeks ago. Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel came to Plymouth, Massachusetts. So I was like, I'm a school teacher, so we had school canceled the next day, and I was like, we're gonna be trapped in this house for like 3 days. So we went on a mission to find Jim Cantori in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And you'll have to watch that vlog at the Real World Eric. That'd be youtube.com/@RealWorldEric. See if we found Jim Cantori, because that was probably the best vlog we've made so far. It's also on my Eric DIY channel, which pays money, but you know. But, yeah. I like doing them too. So like I told my kids, I was like, because they were like, oh, you should vlog. I was like, well, either way, we'll just have videos of our adventures and we'll share it with the world. And if it happens, it happens. If not, you have all these videos to remember, you know. So. Jim. Alright, I might as well add that. Jim Cantori autographed a Weather Channel hat for my son. My son's very much into weather and meteorology. So he was a hero of my son's. So every time we have inclement weather here, we hear the weather radios go off in this room. He has like 5 of them. It is what it is. We can't see anything through this. Let's take a look outside again. I'm getting rocked around some winds now. Skies all above me. Just saying. Yeah, definitely IFR. Definitely IFR. But not a bad IFR. Like, if you need an IFR practice, this is not bad weather to go in. So, because it's low enough where you're gonna get VFR if you hit below like 1,000. You know. Teterboro's overcast at 800. So that leaves us the ILS localizer approach. We're gonna get there. We're only about 47 minutes out. So once we get to the Newark approach area, we're gonna contact them and see if we can get some guidance into this. But the initial approach fix is over at Strad. And I'll load that in to the GPS. I'm to the 530 when we get there.
Speed down to 5,000 per car, 3,400.
Should be interesting. And we'll let it probably take on autopilot, but I'm going to constantly be thinking about what's going on because, again, I don't have my instrument rating in real life, but I did start the instrument rating. That was a while ago. So if I ever get back to it, I'm going to have to practice at least a big time. I think I got most of it. We never did the DME ARC approaches because those are hard. We were getting to the ILS approaches, and I did RNAV approaches at Plymouth like all the time. So I think we did one at New Bedford too. So the thing that I would do to my instrument change is I'd overuse the yoke to try to keep it on the line, you know. I can't remember the actual term that we use for that, but yeah. But it was very interesting. It did make me a better pilot, even though I got about 40% of the instrument done. So, and I didn't take the written array and things. I was going to gear up for that, but then like life happened. So, but we will go back to it eventually. Okay, I just want to get the biannual flight review next and start flying again. And if I stay as a VFR private pilot all the time, I'm okay with that. That's all right. But I'd like to go do the instruments someday.
5033, speed 210, then
You can always do it on the sim, just saying.
And then 6,000 United 1533.
Yeah, they'll let it 19. That team will see that on the long time. Distance. Ground speed 77 knots. It's been slow the whole flight. 59 nautical miles to go. Estimated time of arrival according to Blunt to 12:02 local time.
574, turn left heading 140.
Then I must do a quick transition to getting dressed to go to baseball. My son's got his first scrimmage on his travel team today. So, but all right, here's where we are. We're right out of New Haven. That was a nice airport to land at. That's where I had my radio incident where the radio didn't work after like 2,000 feet, or actually 3,000, because New Haven heard me. At first, it was kind of weird. Then they heard me. And luckily, I wasn't in the Delta yet. And then I'm gonna go Bridgehead was only hard because you had Sikorsky to the north, and if you're landing 240, you have to kind of slip it in there if you're too high, because you have to be above 2,500 to avoid that little snippet of the Sikorsky airspace. But you can't get in there. I think one of the airports I like to fly to next in the real world is Ticonderoga, and I'd like to make a whole trip out of that. See, that's why the vlogging channel would be good too, because I can vlog while I'm there and do something. I can fly, we could put that as part of the vlog and the Eric flight. It's like 2 birds with 1 stone. And then I share my vlogging videos to my Eric DIY, so no offense, I actually get some money for them. So that way it's like, you know, I can make some money for flying. So you see my whole grand business scheme, and it's like it doesn't hurt anybody, you know. But it is work. It's fun work though. And again, we'll see what comes to that, because I'm trying to save more money right now. I have to get an implant because my tooth got infected. They had to rip it out after trying to save it for 2 years. So that's one of my first priorities too. So I'm a young man. I want my molar back. But the implants are expensive. They last. You know? There are cheaper options like a bridge or a crown oil, but I don't want that stuff. I want want the good stuff. The titanium. Give me the titanium.
3590, less than 140.
So,
Less 140, bring your 3590.
I don't know. All my other teeth are fine. It was just that one. So, call me unlucky. Yeah, all right. I can't really see much, but Bridgeport's over here somewhere. We're on the Long Island coast of Connecticut. CYYFR. It's pretty soft in. Yes, it's IFR all over New York right now. So this is the last minimum VFR you're gonna see, and then we're all IFR. But this is gonna be good practice. This is gonna be good. And don't judge me too harshly, because it will be IFR practice when we try to finish all these things. But yeah, Plymouth's still a VFR. So scattered 1800, broken 32, overcast percentage. So they're probably still doing lessons there right now. Boston too. VFR. It's all around. It's like the opposite of what it usually is. Just the Plymouth and the coast there are VFR. Everything else is like VFR, IFR. All right, not much to see here. Not much to see. Why is my eye doing some weird twitching? That's weird. Oh, it could be worse. It could be storm clouds. Just saying.
Get at 1533, turn right 090. 1533.
All right. I miss Chuck Norris. We're going to do another Chuckism. Here we go.
The current weather is partly cloudy with a 100% chance of Chuck Norris.
Could be. Could be. Oh, God. There's like 20-something random sayings that he can say on my channel. He will forever live in the Eric Flight channel. I think Chuck Norris was awesome.
That is 1030 when you're at 8, slow to 210. 210 and 8, 10 down to 6, United 1030.
Again, I watched one of his B movies the other day. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like a horror type inspired action film. Silent something or another. I keep forgetting it. But Adam the Woo had a vlog on it, so I was like, man, this is like ironic. He just passed away, Chuck Norris, at least. And Adam the Woo did. So I watched the movie. Silent something or another. I can't remember it. Hey, we've got some pictures from around New York on Volanta, so let's take a look at that, shall we? Give us something to do. Some people share their photos. I can't because I have 4K, but this was shared, how many? What was it shared? 12 minutes ago. So you see, it's pretty overcast in New York. That's a nice picture of the U.S. Coast Guard. The Huey? I don't know if that's a Huey. I'm not into helicopters. And then here's 7 minutes ago. Lots of clouds. Coming up on Newark approach, and we'll check in. We'll see if we get anything.
Norris for permission
There
to
you go.
engage.
That's right. And if you want to join us on this IFR conditions flight here, again, East server, I'm on SU4 from 2024. I never did the beta because it doesn't work with chase plane. I kind of like chase plane. So, let's see what it would look like a passenger in the back. I've never really flown in the back of a Cessna 172, believe it or not. I've always sat in the front. So this is what it kind of looks like. Cool. You got a little compartment there, like luggage and tow bar. Stream close up. Whoa. Chase plane gives you all these views, pre-programmed. And then let's do a flyby because I'm getting bored. Flyby. There you go. They'll keep doing some flybys here. Into the distance. Bye bye. 172. Bye bye. Boy, that took forever. Here we go. So again, blue skies above us. And the cinematic camera. Just get some cinematics in here. Change between cameras for us. That's a good picture, actually. I should probably try to take that real fast.
traffic, 12 o'clock, 2 miles eastbound, VFR 3. Alright, 32, 4000, traffic, 6, 6, 6.
Very nice. It's rocking this a little bit. I can feel it with my butt kick. I have haptics on the butt kick on the seat. I highly recommend it now. I actually like haptics a lot. So. Especially when I do those marathon fundraising flights. It kind of keeps you awake.
November 8th, 9er automated weather observation.
We got some weather on the vatsim Unicom.
Wind.
Yikes.
03 at 7. Visibility.
That's why I don't like Unicom.
10. Sky condition. Ceiling 1600 overcast.
But alright, we're gonna go back to the plane.
9er C. Dew point. 2C. Altimeter 2978.
That's chase plane. I'll give you those
November
things.
8th, 9er automated.
So what I usually do in this case, because this is a pain, is I turn down the volume really low.
Wind.
So that way I don't have to hear
Visibility.
the CTAF or weather. That's why I'm so glad that VATSIM switched to real world CTAF. So, just saying. I don't want to turn it all the way off. So. There you go. But it's going to be doing that as long as I want 122.8 for VATSIM Unicom. So. Hopefully we'll get some approach. If not, then
America 3423, turn left heading 120, descend and maintain 3000. Left 120, descend maintain 3000, America 3423.
it's actually pretty nice at 4,000 up here. Look at this. But it was smart to do the IFR now.
America 3423, you're 14 for green, speed left turn 070, 3000 full established, clear out, hard approach. 070, 3000 full established, clear out, 4.
Someone's out there. I'm getting some model matching errors again. I really got to work on that model matching stuff. Oh, just went to the super. Oh.
That's 1221, when you join the final air traffic, you had your 10 or 11 o'clock, 4 miles eastbound, VFR 2005, minus 10.
In between blue skies, clouds. Anyways.
Yeah, well, to do the bind.
Have to. Have to. If I do awesome on this, is the way I'm going to feel right now.
The FAA and the NTSB took 10 pilots, placed them in simulators, recreated the events that led to this plane falling out of the sky. Do you know how many of them were able to safely land the planes? Not one. Every pilot crashed the aircraft, killed everybody on board. You were the only one who could do it. Great.
That's the way I will feel. I gotta blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Thank you, tower on 1830, good evening.
Alright, coming back. Sorry about that. I don't like to blow my nose on stream, because then you can hear me. And it's just really attractive, you know. Anyways, this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with clouds, going through some layers, and sometimes hitting some blue skies above. We're flying IFR to Teterboro. I just had a piece of tissue fly out of my nose. That was awesome. And there's someone that's only 400 feet away from me, off of my tail, going to NTSB. I mean, ADSB. Hello. WUP 654. I don't see them. says they're 300 feet above me. So you tell me, because I'm not seeing them right now. Right up my rear end. Oh, there they are. They're right there. I found them. Okay. Woof. I was getting a little nervous there. They're only 300 feet above me back there. That's them. It's a little sus on that jet there. And if I had flight following me, it'd definitely warn me about him. We're fine.
Dog 71, he's going to maintain 5,000 for dog 71.
All right. Yeah, we get very close in terms of aviation. All right, Newark approach 128550. That's vatsim.
3,000 gritty, cleared ILS.
I'm gonna wait like another minute. Actually. All right, then let's start looking at what this thing is for the approach area. Should approach fix. Should fix.
Good name 907, how we do? 907, New York load, you should have maintained 5,000. Maintain 5,000, good name 907.
Alright, we'll get to a Newark approach first, and maybe they could just go right to unveil the initial fix. See them on this side, we'll have to see. But the radial we're gonna need is 115.7. I'm gonna put that down here. If I can just get this to point this.
At 1855, New York below, expect ILS 4 right, North altimeter 3025.
Right, I need to push this button. That's not working, so I'll use my thing here, 115.7. That's why we do that. Go 7.
For dog 71, maintain 180 knots or greater, still doing your number 1, tower now 18.3.
Radial coming out of there.
108 knots or greater, still doing.
2, 1.
Tower 18.3.
Let's set this up. And on that radial will be the fix for the tug's intersection. So actually, it's going 7. So we get that. Goes to Johnny. Welcome out, my friend. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. I'm gonna have to do an IFR landing here. 27 minutes to go. Kick that speed up. Because we want to get there. My friction lock is. I have a Redbird TH1, which is huge, but it's awesome for the Cessna. So I used to have the old SciTech one, but that broke. So. All right. So anyways, let's get Newark approach on here.
You too, thanks.
Newark approach, November 489 Echo Foxtrot.
Yard 3636 for sequencing behind the medical emergency.
United 49 Echo Foxtrot, Newark approach.
Yeah, that was, we're actually Cessna 9 Echo Foxtrot Type 172. We are about 20 nautical miles east of Westchester, and we're trying to do IFR into Teterboro.
Scandinavia 907, turn line setting 130, you should have maintained 4,000.
We're at 4,000. That's filed.
Cessna 489 Echo Foxtrot, Roger, squawk 4577.
4577, 9 Echo Foxtrot.
Scandinavia 907, you should have maintained 3,000.
Number 908 Foxtrot, radar contact 15 miles east of Westchester Airport at 3,900. You clear the Teterboro Airport via radar factors, maintain 4,000.
Cleared via rectors and maintain 4,009 Echo Foxtrot.
Center Echo Foxtrot, read back correct. I can't exactly give you vectors all the way out there, so I'm just going to give you suggested heading. Suggested heading, flighting 270.
270, Echo Foxtrot.
Scandinavia 907, maintain quarter knots or greater, flying 120.
Heading.
Maintain 200 greater, fly 12, heading 120, Scandinavia 907.
So there you go. Just make sure the chatter's right. Yep. Pretty good. Alrighty then. Let's try to make this happen, shall we? So he's going to give me vectors to the love the ILS reading.
Present speed still advised, cross gradient 3, clear for ILS 4 right United 55.
It's working now. Alright, cool. It just didn't like my SciTech radio panel with that, I guess. Let's have that. Programmed in, ready to go, just in case.
907, from doing, turn left heading 070, maintain 2000.
Well, actually, we took the localizer for this one,
clear and ILS and wait 4
leave
right
that,
front.
we'll have that back up.
Heading 070, maintain 2000 on the
5 on that.
Teterboro Airport, 907.
Yeah, we'll have that localizer. Just getting things set up early so that way we're good.
ILS right approach, maintain 180 knots or greater.
Now, once we get established, we want to keep that needle in the middle. That's what has to happen here. This is to intercept the initial fix of Unville if we're going to do that. But he's going to give me vectors. We're going to see what happens. And he should tell me when to step down and stuff. So. Look at those graphics. Those are pretty nice cloud graphics. I don't care what people say. So. Oh look, we see land. 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 As we're going to be over Stamford, Connecticut pretty soon. I'm going to turn the tablet off. Reconnect. My phone doesn't want to connect to OBS. Which I used to switch scenes and stuff, but now it did. You're right. There you go. My wife's back, so gotta try to make this landing. So, baseball. Game's not till my son's baseball is. Not till 1. We gotta leave here.
For left heading 120, due to maintain 3000.
Get going.
23,000.
Shouldn't be that bad. What I'm seeing is. We'll see. We have to try to make this happen.
Approach Agate 670, 6000, turning left 190.
Might have to get out of the stream fast at the end. So
maintain 5000, 067.
we shall see. I tried my best to get this done.
At 1855, there's plenty of room in front to go as fast as you want. Maintain 180 knots or greater is still doing. Contact tower of 18.3. Have a nice day.
There we go. Starting to see something down there. That's Stamford, Connecticut, I believe. Wrong. Right. Yep, Stamford, Connecticut. Right below us.
Stamford 3636, maintain 200 knots. Turn left heading 09 or 0. 3401, the right direct rating, you should have maintained 5,000. Right direct straight, you should have done 5,000.
That's what we're dealing with.
That's your name and 907, established your 4 right, James, alright, that's 18.3 per tower, Candy 907.
Keeps disconnected. Yes.
24, 35, you're close, second island 4 right, or down to 3, 0, 2, 4.
Got a little wind there. Got a little, need a little wind.
appropriate for left heading 070, maintain
Tower
3 to south, clear at island 4, right approach.
19.5, so that's oops. That's it as well. So we're supposed to be around above 2,100 or so. At Muslow. And standard descent range should be at 1,500 over tugs. And the airport is
turn left heading 150. Left heading 150,
8 feet, so it's almost down to the bottom here. 8 is 325.
For his abatement procedure.
There we go.
Brief and full short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee. Teterboro Airport HS information Yankee 1451 Zulu. Wind 1808. Visibility 5. Ceiling 800 over 10. Temperature 9er. Dew point 6. Altimeter 2983. ILS runway 19er approach in use. Arriving runway 19er. Departing runway 24. Notices to airmen Teterboro departures must comply with all altitude restrictions as published. All pilots follow noise abatement procedures. Brief and full short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Alright, back to guard. We'll check that again.
You're on guard with
Getting a lot of model matching errors right now, so you can tell there's a lot of some traffic here. Okay. There's an Endeavor flight right in front of me too. So 300 feet above me. Not really seeing him. He's out there. He should be way ahead of me though, because he's a jet. Just saying. When we land at Teterboro, we do have some payware scenery. So let's tell you what that is right now in case you like it. I like to promote people. Dream Flight Studios, Teterboro. Dream Flight Studios. We have a crap load of add-ons here, so we'll see what that frame rate's doing right now. 30, 47, yeah. That makes sense because we're getting to New York, so we have lots of clouds. But not bad. Not bad for having crap loads of scenery, you know? The other day we were pushing over 100. Again, we use frame gen on the 3090 with frame on.
Cessna 9 Echo Foxtrot, proceed direct to Onville.
Direct to Onville, Lander Foxtrot. So, proceed. This one 9.
3401, he's going to maintain 4,000. Quick 34.
Yes. 2. Correct. Now it's loaded in, as you can see. And,
flight
plan. There you go. It's going to go tugs, runway 19er, and hopefully we'll just land it. Let's look at what our procedure would be if we had to go around. Missed approach. Climb the 500, then climbing right turn direct to Bubgee, if I'm pronouncing that right. Cross Bubgee at 59, then climb to 3000 on track 2752 exam. Hold, continue, climb and hold to 300. Use this timer if we had to. Let's make sure that's working. It is. That's how we do our hold here, the timer. So, just so we know.
3401, maintain quarter knots, then you said maintain 3000. Quarter knots down to 3000, bring your 3401.
He's gonna have me come right in, so I'm gonna save a little bit of time too, which is gonna be nice.
195 from Dewey, turn left heading 070, descend and maintain 2000, still south of localizer, cleared ILS
Actually,
4,
I
right
guess we're
approach.
just going to use our nav
Left
to the whole thing.
070 down to
Tugs.
2000 and 2000 established,
Well, we're
cleared
going to have
ILS
the
4, right.
localizer on that. So put the localizer on nav 2, and we'll read that. How's that? 110.15. Okay, leave that there, and give me something at 195.
Sky 34-016 from Grady, cross Grady at 3000.
So this is going to be our localizer. This is going to be our getting there, if that makes sense. And this is on standby should I need to switch it over really fast. So you can just hit the CDI button, go there. Right now we're flying with GPS right now. Alright. A lot of model matching almost kind of we can't hear it on my tablet. Maybe my
65 heavy, York,
laptop.
welcome, descend, maintain 5000.
2000 for 5000, 65 heavy.
10 minutes to unbuilt. And we're in the soup again. See, that's why we have to kind of do this.
At 670, maintain 180 knots or greater until doing contact tower 118.3. Have a nice day. Tower 180 or greater to doing good.
I might have to drive myself to the baseball field if I have to, which is fine. I could do that. The game starts at 1, but he's got to kind of be there for like 12:30ish. So. Thanks. Get bumped around a lot here.
For 4435.
Wrong winds. Our ground speed down to 65. Oh, shnikes. Wow. Rev that engine.
Tower 3401, maintain 180 knots or greater until doing contact tower 18.3. Have a great day.
Cessna 908 Foxtrot, 12.5 miles from Monville. Maintain, correction, cross Monville, off 2100, cleared, RLS runway 19 airbridge.
Cross at 2100 and cleared for the ILS approach. 900 Foxtrot. Okay, so let's get down here. And he did a nice job of that, because usually vatsim is not the best at getting you down when you need to be. Alright, we're not looking out the window anymore. There's nothing to see anyways.
For 4435, 8 from Grady, cross Grady 3000.
Now I'm going to keep that speed up because it looks like we're going to be fine. I don't want to go in the yellows. We're a little bouncy here.
Good landing.
You are approach.
And I have the tower on.
United 287, Newark departure. Good morning to you as well. You're cleared to Jacksonville. Newark 5 departure, radar vectors Newell. None is filed. Maintain 2,500, expect final
Double checking everything's ready to go here.
10 minutes after departure. Departure with me, squawk 7715.
Okay, now we have to find out our ground speed when we get there. I gotta figure out our ground speed when we get there because I have to do the standard descent. Typically we take our
United 287, just confirm Newark
ground speed.
5 departure, radar vectors Newell, maintain 2,500.
Give me a sec, I have to think about this again. No, I'll get it right. So that'll calculate our vertical speed descent that we want. So 100 would be half that times 10. That'd be
United
500.
287, read
So
back
right
correct
now,
information
86,
uniform is
half of
current,
that
that's fine, ready for
43 times 10, 430, which makes sense because you're going to go slower over the ground, so you want to go a little slower on the descent. A little less on the descent to get that 3-degree angle down. We're about to get there, we're about to cross the Hudson, but you can't see anything now. It doesn't matter because we're IFR anyways.
United 65 heavy, descend maintain 3000.
At my instruments,
3,000, yeah, 65 heavy.
Have to increase the mixture here and keep going. Actually, I did 3,000. We usually just go full pitch. So
4435, maintain 180 knots or greater until due in. Contact tower 183. Have a nice day.
This will probably turn me in to tugs anyways, but then I'm going to kind of flag my hand if I can.
11 o'clock and 2 miles.
So right now we're looking at about 400 feet per minute on the 780 the ground speed. It's probably going to slow down a little bit as we get more some habits.
Oh, final picture, 662, 60 to 76,000 and 180. 3682, near load, he's going to maintain 5,000.
And they're going to switch me over to tower eventually, which is calm one. You say this on the head.
65 heading, turn left heading 120.
Left heading 120,
Oh man. Some pretty good stuff. Let's hear the weather.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Still Yankee. Okay.
65 heavy traffic, no factor, maintain 210 knots or greater.
10 or better, United 65 heavy.
Excuse me.
It's 2428, turn left heading 150, he's going to maintain 3,000.
That's 150, United 2428.
6.2 nautical miles out. That's nice to be down here. I like to get set up early. And I like to go to the minimum that we want you to be able to get. We get some heavy minutes here.
Speed to 180.
180, United 65 heavy.
And 65 heavy, 6 from Dulles, turn left heading 070, he's going to maintain 2,000. Still sound with the localizer, cleared island 4 right approach.
070, 2005.
New York approach, good morning. Still good morning. Good morning, Porter 2318, it's on the ground at the Ward International, requesting line for clearance. Porter 2318, New York Tower, good morning to you as well. You're cleared to Charlie Yankee Oscar Whiskey, New York 5 departure, radar vectors breezy, that was filed. Maintain 2500, expect level 230, 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me, squawk 3334. And Porter 2218 is cleared to the Charlie Yankee Oscar Whiskey via the radar.
You go that white line's where we want to go.
You require departure, then radar vectors breezy, then on file, climb, maintain at 2500. Expect 5230 and 10 minutes departure with you and squawk 3334.
10.5.
Porter 23 to squawk 3334, rest of clearance correct. Okay, squawk 3334.
Looks like it's got it here too. Let's listen to it.
Porter 23 to
Nav 2,
Cessna, rating up on front, by ready. That could be that. Sorry about that, we do have here from McClay for text.
At 1533, turn right 140.
Trying to hear it.
40 United 1533.
Cessna 908 Fox, right to the route altimeter 298.
Roger. 2983.
144, 15 from Gritty, hit 070, fuel set, Transport approach. 070 and clear 3000, click file, that's 4 right approach.
Yep, I'm hearing it. Alright, so that is definitely it. I've identified it. It also popped up here, but you know, I want to make sure that we hear it. Okay, again, if we miss, we're going to climb to 500, right direct turn to Bucky. And that's all programmed in right now, but then we have to do a hold over here exam. Oh. Now we are direct. So hit exam, we'll cut a minute past that, and we'll start a right turn.
1533, speed 180.
United 287, push back at your discretion, call taxi.
United 1533.
Cessna 908, Foxtrot, contact Teterboro Tower, 119.5, see you later.
Over to tower, thanks, then Foxtrot.
See you.
Teterboro Tower, Cessna 49 Echo Foxtrot, currently on the ILS runway 9. We're at Unville, and we're about to start our descent for runway 19er. Okay, we'll start our descent down.
Number 489 Echo Foxtrot, Teterboro Tower, good morning.
We have to land runway 19er, 9er Foxtrot. Okay, we gotta move down. There's tugs. All right, autopilot off. We'll do it ourselves. Yep. Okay, we gotta go about 500 feet per minute, because now we're 107 ground speed.
Oh,
I can actually see things, which is crazy. And we'll go about 185. Right about there. I have some wind to contend with too. If we see it, we're good. I just gotta keep flying this and getting that. Down there. Doing that. Trim up. Setting a little too quickly. Up. Trim up. Trim's working, right? Told me I track her on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now I'm climbing because I'm an idiot. You're right. Anyways. Gotta turn to 195 now.
65 heavy, turn setting 120.
Climb now. Because I trimmed up too much. That's a terrible approach right now. Come on. Little controls, Eric. Little controls. This is where I blow it. No, I'm kidding. Now that I'm kind of established. Stop it. To the right now. And back. Whirlwind's 180. So they should be from my left.
After we took two contacts, we have Foxtrot 128.55, sorry like that.
One to Blaze for back.
We're not doing that bad. Like tugs, we're supposed to be down to 1500. Yeah, we're a little too low actually. Yeah. So let's hold it off for a little bit. Hold it off for a little bit. Not the best approach. Around there. Okay. This RVJ is landing with us. And that's going to give us some big turbulence, which is going to suck. But, yep. Too much. Slow down. Okay, get out of my way, RVJ. Pretend he's not there. That's what I get for having East server traffic on. Alright, I see the lights. I see the light. And we're doing pretty good. Just we're a little. Actually, we're probably about right about now. We're high now. So we can start descending. That's the thing. You want to see that by 800 feet, or else you got a problem. But this seem to have been a little bit better. So right, now that I got that, let's go back to 1700. Under 110, 10 degrees flaps. I see the runway, I got it. 10 degrees. Zoom up a little bit. From here it could be visual because I can see the runway. That's where they say take off your visors, but they do it right down to the minimums when you do your training. So, in real life it's a little easier, I guess. Hey, we didn't do terrible though, did we? A little too low now, right now.
Was that false start for 1 Delta Charlie?
Or high, or too high.
November 1 Delta Charlie, number 1, early 9 hours, clear to land.
Good, right back to 15. And then 10 degrees of flaps, since we're in the white. Here we go.
Alaska 1913 at Echo, hold short to from a straight left.
Looking pretty good. I think we're gonna make it. And Teterboro Tower just making sure that Cessna Nautical Foxtrot's clear for runway 19er.
Papa 1785, joining up to the left side of G-Man. How you doing?
Sound a little busy there.
November 9, Echo Foxtrot, yes. Affirmative, I gave you a turn. So wind 1830, runway 19, Cessna.
Roger, just sort of locomotion there, thanks. Okay, full flaps. I mean, you did hear lots of commotion, and I kind of said it, but he didn't really. So I wanted to make sure. There's nothing wrong with making sure. It's better than not making sure. FBOs are off to the right, so that's where we'll be going. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. And we are gonna make Teterboro, everybody. How's that?
Do it.
Foxtrot, quickly cross. 1 left, 1 right.
Still high, but I'd rather be high than low. Slight wind off my left. And we'll pretend that jet's not there. I'm just gonna worry about the runway. How's that? Problems have left wing turbulence on.
Runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
Throttle coming out. That jet doesn't exist in the vatsim world.
Alaska 1913 at Echo, crossing the straight left,
Okay. Oh, that was a beautiful landing. Right. Turn off of Quebec here. Clean it up in a second. That was good. Flaps up.
KLM 76 uniform.
Strobes off. Landing light on. Off. Taxi light on. Pitot heat is not on. Ship set for takeoff. And we are good. Chest well. Scott. Okay. Teterboro Tower, Cessna Nautical Foxtrot on Quebec requesting taxi to the FBO.
Runway 1 right, that's right.
Runway 1 right, United 6 follow.
Non-Echo Foxtrot, advice box.
Say that again for Nautical Foxtrot.
Yeah, I think I lost my audio. Sorry about that. Advice parking.
Alright, we're going to the FBO off far right, and we're on Quebec.
The one off your right, so you're going to Atlantic, or you're going to Signature West?
We'll go to Signature. Probably should have said like.
Taxi to parking via Quebec, Gulf, Hopper. Actually, just take taxi via Quebec, Gulf, remain this frequency, and you can cross runway 24 at Gulf.
Quebec Gulf, cross runway 24 at Gulf, and I'll remain on this frequency. Matter of Foxtrot. Okay, so we're going down. Well, we made it. Should have a little aileron correction to the left. That's where the wind's coming from. All right, That was not the worst IFR. It was a nice landing, I think. What was my descent rate on that? Negative 85 feet per minute at the landing there at 42 knots, according to Volanta. So I'll take it. Should be on ground.
It's JetBlue 2126 back in business, ready for taxi. JetBlue 2126, roger, runway 15 right, back to via
Very cool.
Tango, hold short of echo. Alpha Tango, short of echo for 15 right, 2122.
Golf right here. We're still gonna check the runway here, by the way. You don't ever take that for granted. Remember that. You don't just go, oh, he cleared me, so I'm fine. You always look, everybody. Okay, what's going behind us? Clear on that side. Even if it's not the active runway, you always look. There's Atlantic, okay, there's signature. Signature's right next to Atlantic, so. Here we go, we made it! Nick, I didn't die. I had a pretty nice landing, and I didn't over control the plane as much as I used to. I was a little low coming in. Alright, we gotta turn over here. We're gonna go towards Signature, which I believe is that building right over there. It's Atlantic's over there.
Continue Echo Tango to the gate behind Delta, the JetBlue.
You know what it says? Say Atlantic.
Echo Tango behind Delta, Southwest 17.
That is Signature, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. So just turn here. Park it over on our right. That's what we'll do.
JetBlue 2126, let the Southwest pass you left to right, then continue via Echo Pop at a 15 right. Echo Pop at a 15 right after
yeah, private jet there. It's just like Nantucket, Nick. Private jet sitting here. Alright, we're gonna park it right here. Parking brake on. Don't follow the bags, because when that happens, Togai tracker off. Checklist. Steering ELT verify silent avionics going off. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you to Airline Passion for subscribing to me on YouTube. Appreciate that. Celebration for my landing there. Mixture, we're gonna turn all the lights off except for the beacon. Fuel pump for some reason was on, but now it's off. I don't know why that happened. Alright, mixture full lead. Mags off, master off, lights off. We're gonna disconnect from vatsim. And I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna look over here on the drone cam. And here we go. We've landed at Teterboro. Everybody. Hopefully I got credit for that with the challenge, but we'll see. Parked at Signature. There's Meridian. That's why he was asking me. There's Atlantic over here, but Signature was the one we kind of went with. But pretty gnarly weather here. But again, this is Dream Flight Studios, Teterboro. And this is an awesome scenery, to be honest with you. It looks really good. I've never been to Teterboro, but I've been around it with a car a couple miles away. Does that count? But anyways, we're going to call it a day here. I want to appreciate all you. Thanks for coming out and watching the stream. It was an amazing IFR training flight, if you will. If not, but I'm going to see if I get that badge for the York ARTCC challenge here, for at least going to Teterboro from over 100 nautical miles away. And that's what I'm hoping happened. So we'll see what happens. It's in beta right now with the British Flying Club. But from Teterboro, we're going to call it a day. Again, thanks for all your follows and this and that. I kind of have to get going because I have to get to the baseball game. But we're going to raid someone on Twitch, so if you're on Twitch, stay tuned for that. Please push the follow buttons on Twitch or Kick, whatever you're watching. And please push the subscribe button on YouTube. Keep watching the videos on YouTube. We're trying to get to 4,000 hours of viewing in a year, so I can monetize, get more money for roll of flying and all that stuff. Sounds like an aircraft is landing behind me as we have the drone cam out here. Have a wonderful day. Tip your bar with your staff well. Eric Flight. I will see you soon. Peace out. As soon as my phone wants to work, that is. Alright, see, this is what happens when I rush it. Everything just goes kaput. Have a wonderful day. I'll see ya. Stay tuned for the raid on Twitch. Peace.